7:32 p.m. on Wednesday, September 7th. I'll call the meeting to order.
Councilwoman Selby,
Present.
Councilman Karakini,
Present.
Supervisor Keating,
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Present.
Councilwoman Martin.
Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor Phil, you have the floor. Thank you.
Lord, thank you for a country that we have acknowledged in this pledge. Help us to be faithful citizens. Thank you for our freedom. May it be a freedom that honors you, Lord. Thank you for the town of Boston for keeping this town safe. Beginning of the school year, we especially pray for our teachers and students, that they might learn well. Lord, that you would keep terrorists from this town. Give our troopers and local police wisdom in being able to keep the town safe and to catch the criminals. Lord, we need thee. We bless our elected and appointed officials. Give them wisdom, we pray. Humility. Pray that they would fear and love you, and that our laws in this town would reflect your love. You are the King of glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, tonight we do not have any other preliminary matters, so we'll move on to regular business. Under item number 2, regular business, the first item is a correction adoption of the minutes from the August 17th, 2022 town board meeting. Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take those items?
Yes, Council. Yes, Supervisor Keating. I make a motion to accept the correction adoption of minutes from August 17th.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Abstain, I was absent from that meeting. Thank you.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 2 under regular business is the consideration of all fund bills. And Councilwoman Cardicini, would you like to take that in?
Councilwoman Cardicini.
Councilman, sorry. Anyway, we're all.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I've reviewed the fund bills and I make a motion that we pay them in the amount of $437,825.84.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 3, we have correspondence tonight, just 2 items. The first item is our dog control officer report for August 2022. That has been received and filed with the town clerk's office, and another great report from our dog control officer. Item number 2 is the July dispatch summaries, and that has been received and filed, and that was for all of our emergency services in town. Item number 4 is new business, request from the floor. If anyone in the audience would like to come up, you have 3 minutes. Please state your name and address. The floor is open.
Hi, my name is Shane Quinlan at 6700 Liebler Road. Jason, I want to know why you looked at me when you said you're going to open the floor. Did you already know I was coming?
I saw the smile when I walked in.
I'll make this a lot lighter than last time.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of riding this year without Mike on my bike. I'm checking all the other townships out. Less than 50% totes up there. I still hate them. I think that a lot of people are going to like them. I think in some ways this was done a little hasty without maybe some other garbage companies, the opportunity to, the one district town, I don't like that whole thing. I hope that that keeps, being watched in the future, but I did have a very nice call from Waste Management today. I think we're gonna work something out, maybe some provisions will be made to the flat road where I live, and it will help accommodate 5 of the 9 people. As last meeting I spoke, unfairness of trying to lug a 96-gallon tote 1,500 feet down the road to very uneven location. It's almost completely impractical. Hoping that they come through for us. I know that they're here with us tonight in the audience, so hopefully concerns are heard loudly. Hopefully you guys keep the pressure on them to accommodate some of the, make the provisions for some of the people that are greatly inconvenienced by the change. So, thank you, that's it.
Jay Jackson, 7964 Back Creek Road. Two thoughts, actually a suggestion and some compliments. As Lois and I have traveled over the last several months through the summer, I've noticed a number of rural towns, such as ourselves, out in front is a sign with meeting dates, times. I offer that as a suggestion for the town of Boston. Well, she applied with it instead of or I should say, instead of, in addition to whatever is up there now. As you look around, with one exception, I think we're all regulars, so to speak. It's always the same folks. Watching the previous meeting, well, I didn't hear about, well, maybe if you knew about the meetings, you might be able to attend. The second one is I have been very gratified to see that Boston-NY.com has been able to help the town of Boston during the summer concert series. Every Monday and Tuesday, I would get an uptick in the number of people that visit the site. Normally it's around 25 or 30 people. I would get 40 or 50, and specifically, they would go to the calendar where I would list the concerts. Something about the band that that may have been one of the pieces that it drew. And then also as we transitioned to the new waste management contracts, I watched my waste management refuse page see lots of traffic. I based it on the information provided by the town and from waste management directly. So that was another nice help. Finally, I am very glad to hear of all of the progress that has been made over the last few years. The work on the water towers, there's 3 of them. I heard this evening that 3 of them in the next year are going to go through their repairs. The Rice Road slide, finally, progress is going to get made there. The heating downstairs in this building for the senior lunches and things like that. It's very good. Well done, keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, no other comment, I will close the floor. All right, moving along, item number 2 tonight is Resolution 2022-62, which is the WIA grant application. And Councilwoman Sully, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 2022-62, which incorporates seeking financial assistance for the water system improvements to water districts 1 and 2, which these project costs are estimated to be over $16 million. Where this resolution seeks to get a 25% total eligible cost in multi-phase water system improvements. And therefore, we'd like to authorize the supervisor to sign, submit, if funded, and execute a contract with Environmental Facilities Corporation for the financing. I'd like to make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 3 tonight under new business is a refund request from the North Boston Volunteer Fire Company. And Councilman Carter-Keeney, would you like to take that up?
Thank you Supervisor Keating. Based on the fact that the North Boston Fire Company could not have their 50 grand gala celebration on July 10th, these were circumstances beyond their control. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the refund of their $75.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, item number 4 tonight, we have a bunch of use facilities tonight. So item number 4 is an application for use of meeting facility for the Boston Democratic Social Club. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that in?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor. The Boston Democratic Social Club wants to meet on August 30th at 7 in the planning board room. This was submitted by Barbara Moore. I'm assuming everything has been cleared for that day for them to be able to perform this meeting. I don't know if that's scheduled normally, the planning board room.
This was as a formality because it was already past the date.
Sorry, yeah, okay, I'm still on vacation. Okay. So, I make a motion, we approve?
I'll second, since it's already happened.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, they can use it now.
Yeah.
Item 5 under new business is application for use of meeting facility as well for the Erie County Environment and Planning. And Councilwoman Martin, would you like to take that up?
Yes, Supervisor, thank you. We received an application for use of town meeting facility for the town hall community room without the kitchen by the Erie County Environment and Planning. They want to use it September 12th from 7 to 8 p.m. Is that available?
Yes, it is.
I make a motion to approve this application.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, item number 6 tonight is another application for use of meeting facility for Girl Scout Troop number 34715. Councilman Carter-Keeney, would you like to take that item?
Thank you Supervisor Keating. We have an application of use of town meeting facility by Girl Scout Troop 34715. They would like to use the town hall with community room for their troop meetings. There's an attachment to the application. Town clerk, is the facility available for these dates?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. So I make a motion that we approve.
A second?
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Item number 7 tonight under application for use of facility now is for Matt Shaw. And Councilwoman Selby, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. We have an application for use of facility from Matt Shaw for 9/11 from 10 a.m. to set up to 9 p.m. for about 150 to 200 people. He's having a barbecue, and he's using the wine shelter and bathroom facilities. I'd like to approve this application for use of facilities.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
And the last item, item number 8 under new business tonight is an application for use of facility for Samantha Mazer. And Councilwoman Lukacek, would you like to take that item?
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Ms. Mazer would like to use the Lions Shelter on September 18th from 12 p.m. to about 3 p.m. for a birthday party. And I make a motion we approve.
I'll second.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Carter-Keeney.
Yes.
Supervisor Keating.
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, we have no old business for tonight, so reports and presentations. Highway Superintendent, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the guys have been out chipping brush on September 1st. We're gonna do every road once in September. Then once they're done with that, we're gonna do every road once again in October. So we're gonna have brush, get it out by the 1st of October. Other than that, before brush pickup started, we were out doing tree work on the right-of-ways and doing shoulder work. Trees and brush that were a lot of dead ash trees and trees that were hanging over the road, pretty much cutting them all back and doing some shoulder work. And anybody who lives on a town road that would like their ditches cleaned out, give me a call, we'd be glad to do it after we're done with the brush pickup. So I know most people like to fill their ditches in, but there's still some that like to have their ditches cleaned. So if they need your ditch cleaned out, give us a call, that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Selby, you got the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. First of all, I'd like to thank Pat Martino from Waste Management for being here tonight. I appreciate your time coming out, appreciate your time addressing a lot of the residents' issues. You've been great to work with. Anytime I've called you, you've had a great response, and we appreciate that. It's a hard transition. We all know it's hard. We'll get through the bumps in the road, but just wanted to recognize you for your work on this project for us. Want to welcome all the kids and teachers back to school. Today was first day for a lot of schools. Some of them were yesterday. Some of the staff, as we know, were there all year, but it's great to have the kids back in a normal setting, no social distancing, no masks. Hopefully they have a good school year. Like to commend the Lions Club for putting on a wonderful Oktoberfest. It was well attended, we had a great time, and thanks for a great organization. Hopefully next year they can do even more people. Also, just wanted to say, go Bills tomorrow. It's a big game. We're big Bills fans here, so hopefully we get a big W tomorrow. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you very much. Councilman Carty, you have the floor.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. I also would like to recognize the residents that have been very patient as we rolled out this new program in automation with waste management. I'll echo Kathy's sentiment. Pat's been very helpful to not only the board, but also to Sandy's office as well and her staff. So we appreciate you being here tonight. I know you had a conflict in your schedule, and hopefully we'll have you out shortly here. And I'd like to thank the Passion Fire Company for inviting me out to a training session with some very high-tech equipment. It was incredible to see what these tools could do with a simple lithium DeWalt battery. I mean, it was really pretty wild to see. And you know, these folks had a training. They invited me down to it specifically, and you know, it was really awesome to see. I'd like to thank them for that. I had a really nice evening there and learned a lot about, you know, what happens in an automobile extraction. You know, as a board member and a liaison with fire companies, you know, I don't often get an invitation to do something specific. It's always a stop by. But this was a, hey, we've got this vendor coming out, we carry their equipment, and we'd like to show you what it is. And I'm like, great. And I watched them cut up 2 cars. It was pretty wild. And, you know, also the Lions Club did a great job. I mean, that Oktoberfest was fun and it was well attended. People had a nice time. It was nice to see, you know, it was, you know, from my perspective, it was fairly simple. And you had, you know, a good group of people that made it happen, and people hung around to the end. And in fact, you know, we all helped clean up. I mean, that's not something that you see in a lot of big towns that have big events. Is, you know, very rarely do people that were supporting it, you know, help you carry tables and chairs. So that was great to see, and I look forward to next year. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Lukacek, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This coming Tuesday is the planning board meeting. Glenn Wetzel is requesting final plat approval for the cluster subdivision as the extension of Deanna Drive. The town board has received the information as well as the plot, and as required by our code, so just want to let everybody know that that is coming up. And then they will hopefully approve and schedule the public hearing, which would be the next step in the phase. If there's any information that you would like to, regarding the planning board, please come by and say hello. 7:30 Tuesday. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Councilwoman Martin, you have the floor.
The
Bless you.
only event I'd like to mention is the CAC is having their annual leaf event this upcoming Saturday from 10 to 3 with a bunch of new vendors. So come on out and learn something about the environment and bring the kids out to do some fun stuff.
All right, thank you very much. Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Thank you Supervisor Keating. The town clerk report for August 2022 has been submitted to the supervisor's office. And just a little bit regarding waste management. For all of the residents, if you do not have a schedule that Waste Management had provided inside of the tote and also through a mailer, I do have them available at my office, so please feel free to come in and pick up one of those. A reminder that the recycling is every other week. If you have issues that would have to do with a broken tote, a bulk pickup, or your garbage not picked up, please call Waste Management directly. If you would like to pay the fee for an additional garbage tote, then call the town clerk's office and we'll help you with that. We did have a busy August with hunting and sporting licenses, so we were able to take care of 127 hunters for purchase of their license for the month of August. And Kelly had already mentioned about the CAC, the leaf event this coming Saturday. It speaks fall to me, along with the Red Barrel Cider Mill is open for cider. They're local right in our town. So they have cider and donuts and homemade
Cider
cider.
slushies too.
Yes, I see that on my sheet now. Very good. And that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, for my report, going back this evening to the new business for the Erie County Environment Planning. The letter that came up from Erie County, and I sit on the committee that goes out and reviews the different projects across the upper half of Erie County, and then the northern section of Erie County supervisors and mayors come out to the southern tier. But we're looking for feedback from the communities, and one of the reasons it's being hosted here in Boston is the water line, the main that was down on Boston State Road that was recently repaired, that was CDBG, that you hear that kind of that acronym that's tossed around a lot, but that's Community Development Block Grant Funds. Those are federal funds. That project was funded, as is funds that are going towards the North Boston Park over on Meadow. But again, we're looking for feedback from the public. So whether folks at home are watching the live stream, watching the video afterwards, or this will be going out to the town website, we're seeking input of what projects are the community is interested in. And again, the areas, the four main areas are housing, public and human services, community and neighborhood development, and economic development needs. So again, you can kind of get an idea of those areas. The one thing that is kind of I hate to use the term a limiting factor, but it's part of the census tract, and the census tract is down by Tim Hortons, Meadow, and a little bit over to the north side, south side, Ripple, and in that area. And again, it's all based off of HUD funds. But again, we're looking for community involvement. We're looking for that feedback. So if any residents are watching or listening to this, please come out to the town hall. Again, Monday, September 12th at 7 p.m. down in the community room, and representatives from Erie County Environment and Planning, and of course myself will be down there. And we're looking for feedback and ideas for the community. The other announcement I want to make, I just received this actually towards the end of the day today, but this is coming from the Public Service Commission. And I'm just going to this is a little bit of a lengthy read, and I apologize, but this is in relation to the utilities. But it says, and reads as follows. Dear community leader, elected official, on May 26, 2022, New York State Electric and Gas Corporation, NYSEG, and Rochester Gas and Electric Corporation, RG&E, collectively campus utility, requested that New York State Public Service Commission approve proposed changes to the annual electric and natural gas delivery rates and practices to be effective May 1st, 2023. Under New York State law, the Commission must consider a utilities proposal and may adopt or reject it in wholly or in part or modify it. To ensure full public participation, the Commission will hold a series of virtual public statement hearings on September 15th, September 28th, and October 18th, 2022 to solicit input and comments from your community regarding NYSEG and RG&E's proposal. The information on how to participate in these hearings is provided below and reads as follows. NYSEG is proposing to increase its electricity delivery revenue by approximately $274 million, a 31% increase in base delivery revenues, and its natural gas delivery revenue by approximately $43.4 million, a 19% increase in base delivery revenues. RG&E is proposing an increase in its electric delivery revenue by approximately $93.8 million, a 19% increase in base delivery revenues, and its natural gas delivery revenue by approximately $37.7 million, a 20.9% increase in base delivery revenues. An electric or gas bill consists of two parts, a supply charge and a delivery charge. Though the supply charge, the utility recovers the cost of electricity and gas commodity. The cost of the commodity is determined by the competitive marketplace. It is not set by the commission or the utility through the delivery charge. The utility recovers the cost to transport electricity or gas to its customers through the utility's delivery system. The delivery charge is regulated by the commission. So here are the most important details. Any person wishing to provide a comment at a hearing must pre-register by 4:30 p.m. the day before the relevant hearing. And again, those dates are September 15th, September 28th, and October 18th. Using the link, there's a link that I'll put up, I'll make sure that gets out on the town website and social media. The link will be used to register electronically or call 1-800-342-3330. Again, that number is 1-800-342-3330 to register by phone. Speakers will be called in the order which they are registered, and then any participants not able to log into the hearings electronically may participate by phone. Additional details on how to participate at the public hearing and how to submit comments are available in the notice of public statement hearings. Information about the filing can be found at www.d, D as in dog, P as in Peter, S as in Sam.ny.gov. From the homepage, click on search and enter the associated case number, and the case numbers are 22-E as in Edward, 0317, and also 22-G as in George, 0318, followed by another case, 22-E as in Edward, 0319, or 22-G, 0320, in the search by case number field. The acting director just ends the letter by simply stating that I appreciate your assistance with informing your constituents about the public statement hearings and encouraging them to provide comments. It is the Commissioner's intent to facilitate and encourage active and meaningful participation through all of its proceedings. We hope you'll consider joining us. And that is the letter. Again, all this information will be out on the town website, but as we know that utilities and other things are increasing, this is time for the public to let their voice be heard. So I wanted to pass that along. As some of the board members stated, Oktoberfest was a great success, and I can't thank the community. Councilman Cardicchini really kind of hit the nail on the head, and he said it best. It was great to have a community that at the end of the event, as us Lions, truly it took us about, Jay, would you say 4.5 hours at least to set up? Roughly 4.5 hours to set up, and at the end of the event, after everybody had a great time, the community came together and helped the Lions put everything back into the trailers. We were done at 45 minutes. Classic scenario, many hands make great work, but that's because of the residents in the community. So I personally want to thank, as a Lion myself, I want to personally thank all the residents for that help. But it was a great event, and we are talking about what lies ahead for next year. So plan on hearing more from the Lions on the next Oktoberfest. The town board is currently in the fire contract negotiation season. We've been having some ongoing conversations. The next meeting scheduled for next Thursday. As Councilman Sully said, schools are open. Please be careful. I'll kind of piggyback on being careful with the schools. Back Creek Road, you've all heard me talk about this many a times, but that one area that's down the one lane, our kids are out there, sadly that white stuff's going to be in the air before we know it, but it's likely not going to be repaired until next spring some point. So just keep an eye out for our kids that might be standing out waiting for the school bus, especially as it's starting to get darker now. It's sad to say that too, but that is the season that we are in. Speaking of seasons, it's budget season. The bookkeeper and I have been having department head meetings with our department heads. We've completed the majority of those. We'll continue to get all our information compiled in the preliminary budget to the town board as required by state law. And as far as solid waste, the town clerk kind of had all my bullet points, so I won't have anything to say there. The WIA grant funding, because on a positive ending note, hopefully we'll qualify for that. We did apply for WIA funding The last round, we did not qualify. Sometimes it does take a municipality 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times for that funding, but any little bit will help. When you heard the dollar amount of the amount of water projects that we're taking on, right now it's looking like a 3-phase project. That'll probably kick off next year for phase 1, but we're going to be investing millions of dollars into in public infrastructure to make sure we have decent, solid infrastructure and reliable infrastructure for the years to come. And that is all I have. So I will make a motion to end the meeting at 8:02 p.m.
Councilwoman Selby,
Yes.
Councilman Keating,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukasik,
Yes.
Councilwoman Martin.
Yes.
Motion carried, meeting adjourned.